Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Prajapati is two types of kids, children, Sura and Asura. We see this thing in this world. Suras are those who are leading their life with self-control under the influence of the Dharma Shastra. What should be done must be done, what should not be done must not be done. See? So, Shastra Janita, Shastra Sammata Jivan Paddhati. So, whatever the life is lived, it is according to the self-imposed limitations of indulgence or on indulgence. Therefore, such people, they are called the Suras. And Asuras are those they are not concerned about anything except selfishness. See? Meaning, they are indulgent. And it is natural. It is not abnormal, it is natural. But we have to recognize which is right. So, in Kathopanishad, the topic comes Preya and the Shreya Marga. Preya means what we like, and Shreya means what is right. So, those who are following the path of righteousness, they are called as the Suras, and those who are following the path of liking, they are called as Asuras. And when these predominance of self-control, righteousness predominates in our life, we are the Suras. And when the indulgent and slavery to the sense organs, attachment and attraction toward the worldly objects, when this predominates, then we alone become the Asuras. So the Sura and Asura, they are not outside. They are our own two personalities. See how beautiful it is. You know, the scriptural language has to be recognized subjectively. The other day I told you, when we look at the object, we look at the object. But when we look at the mirror, we don't look at the mirror, we look in the mirror, and in the mirror also we don't see the reflection, we see ourselves. Similarly, in case of the scriptures also, it has to be, we have to see that whole story is going about ourselves. They may be using the different types of stories, etc., but it is about ourselves. And in this manner, Tada Drishta Prayojana Prataksh Anumana Janita Karma Jnana Bhavana Rupa Teshamiva Prananam Vrittihi Asuri Abhibhuyate. So when they become extrovert, it is the Asuri Vritti. Sa Devanam Jaya Asuranam Parajaya. Yesterday we have seen this thing. That is what is called as the victory of the gods are good over the bad and the other way around. Tad viparena Devanam Vritti Abhibhuya Asuri Udbhavaha. But when righteousness is overpowered by the wrong way of living in this world, then the Asuras win and the Devas are defeated. Evam Devanam Jaye Dharma Bhuyastva Utkarsham Aprati Pajapati Tva Praptehe. Now be very attentive. Therefore, when the Devas, when the gods, when the righteousness lifestyle, see, when that is overpowering us, we are no more slaves to the sense organs. We are no more victimized by the temptations of the worldly objects. We are no more running after the world. When evam devanam jaye dharma bhuyaha dharma bhuyatvad utkarshaha sa prajapatitva praptehe. So when we become purer and purer, no more extrovert, we remain introvert. Our attention is not away from ourselves, but it is withdrawn. within. That is Prajapati Prapte. That is what ultimately helps us to discover who am I. See? So who is the Prajapati? Who has created this world? Who has created this? I have created. Who am I? Sometime I like, I don't do. Sometime I dislike, yet I do. Janami dharmam nacha me pravrutti, janami adharmam nacha me nivrutti, kenapi devena vridisthitena. See, yatha niyuktosmi tatha karomi. So this I is Prajapati for every one of us, and it is common. See, therefore this pronoun I doesn't have gender. See, a boy can say I, a girl can say I, young can say I, old can say I. See, it is a sarvanam. It is a common noun. Now, ubhaya samye manushyatva prapti. But when these two types of expressions of life, when they are almost balanced, that means we are having most of the time self-control, but sometime again we fall down. So when both of them have come to almost equal, then human beings are born. So we are those wherein both the possibility, either we make our life to evolve or we can destroy our life, mar our life to go back to the cycle of rebirth. Te evam kaniyatvad vibhuyamana asurahi devaha baulyat asuranam kim kritavantaha. Now, these devas who were less as compared to the asuras, then how they were always overpowered by the asuras. So what they have done? Now, iti uchyate. Now it is said, te devaha asurahi abhubhuyamanaha ha kila uktavantaha uchuhu. They spoke among themselves. And what they did, Hanta idanim asmin yajne jyothishtome udgithena udgitha karma padartha karturtva sarupa shrayena atyaya agamachit gachamaha. Therefore, they decided that we will use in the Jyotishtoma Yajna. Now be attentive. Jyotishtoma, which is leading to the knowledge. See, Ashwamedha, which is leading to the Prakriti. So what is our destination? What is our goal? Whether success in the material world or evolution on the spiritual path. So, Jyotishtoma. So, Jyotishtome asmin janne. If you want to really walk the spiritual path, then Udgitha karma padartha kartur sarupena. So, they use the various Udgitha. Udgitha is the mantra. Ut is Purusha. See? And Gita is the Prakriti. So Purusha and the Prakriti are brought together and then all the various mantras are chanted, and by chanting the mantras, various kinds of karma kanda is done. So they decided that let us chant or let us invoke. That means they started using the knowledge and action. So knowledge and action, karma and upasana, they have decided that we shall invoke our inner strength and then we can asuran abhibhuya swam deva bhavam shastra prakashita pratipadyam aha iti uktavantaha anyonyam. Anyonyam, they among themselves they started talking. By this, we will be able to overpower the asuras and then deva bhavam shastra prakashitam. Then what is our essential nature as told by the scriptures, that we will be able to regain. In this manner, they started talking among themselves. Then Udgita karma padartha kartur sarupa ashrayanam cha karma jnana karma bhyam. And therefore, Udgita is the activity associated with the knowledge. Then by this only, it is the path to the higher life. Therefore, Sarupa Ashrayanam cha Jnana Karmabhyam. Therefore, by this Udgita, by this knowledge, by this chanting, by this Upasana, one is able to come back to our essential, our nature. No? Therefore, Karma Vakshamanam Mantra Japa Lakshanam Vivichhatmanam Tadetani Japete iti Jnanam tu idam kim nirupyamanam. Thereafter, what is the mantra that they were chanting? It will be told in the 28th mantra of this Brahman only. So, there you say, now you should do the japa. That is called a Pavamana japa. Pavamana stotra is there. There are 12 mantras in there. So, now, Jnanam tu idam kim rupyam avamanam. Therefore, what is the nature of this knowledge by which we can attain this thing is now being said. Now hereafter, there is a lot of discussion which we will not go into. So once they have decided that let us do the, invoke the higher life through the Udgita, through the Mantra Shakti, Japa Shakti. Therefore, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, mantra Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. Among all the Yajnas, I am the Japa Yajna. So, when they have decided that let us invoke through the mantra, now what they did in the second mantra, they said, Teha vacham uchuhu tvamna udgayeti tatheti tebhyo vaga udgayata yo vachi bhogastam devibhya agayadyata kalyanam vadati tadatmane te viduhu anena vai udgatrai yeshantiti tam abhidrutya papmana vindyasya yaha sa papma yadetad veda pratirupam vadati ya evam sa papma. Now what is said here, all these devatas, they started, yesterday also I told you, don't forget, everything is at three levels. Adi Bhautik is structural, Adi Daivik is functional, Adhyatmik is the self. So, world of objects is the Adi Bhautik, the experience is the Adi Daivik, and the experiencer is the Adhyatmik. Similarly, every sense organ has got these three things, structural, functional, and the one who is experiencing the experiences through the sense organs, these three of them. So, this experiencer, Devata, so these Devatas, these functional entities, they said that, O speech, O Vak, kindly do Udgan for us. The Vak said, okay, tatheti. And then the Vak did the Udgan. That is, did the Japa. So, then what happened? By that, whatever is said by this Panditji who is doing the Pavamana Suktam, there are two aspects of that. The three mantras are kept by the Panditji for himself. The prayers are meant for himself, and the 12 of them, they are meant for the Yajman. Therefore, when all these things are properly done, and then the Vak Shakti becomes empowered to bless. And therefore, when the Panditji, they do the proper way of karma, and do the upasana, and all the Pavamana Sukta is chanted, and then they develop their Vani, develop that power, that whatever they say, that will be happening. Tathastu, tathastu. Therefore, after karma, kanda, puja, etc. is done, then the people do namaskar to the Panditji, and they say, oh Panditji, my son should get married, and he will say tathastu. And then, by the power of that, that child will get married. This is how the mantra Shakti is invoked by this Pavamana Suktam when it is done in a proper manner. So, these 12 mantras, out of that 9 mantras are meant for the Yajaman, for whom the Yajna is done, and 3 mantras are kept for himself. for the Devata. Therefore, the second aspect, what is about the three mantras? The three mantras are kept for himself, for the Panditji who is doing it. Why? Because of that, the good qualities of the mind or the speech, not mind, to the speech, is the te viduhu anenava udgatrat eti ashanti iti tam abhi dhrutya papmana vidvamsa. So with their language, their blessings will destroy their negativities, and as regards their own concern, so they keep the positive aspect of the speech. See, the positive of the speech is that we do not talk against the scriptures. We do not have the negativity in our speech. We do not condemn anybody. We do not curse anybody. Our speech should be used properly. Therefore, dekho suno mat bolo. Therefore, those people who talk minimum, their words have got weight. Those who are constantly blabbering non-stop, they have got no value in their life, nor anybody respects them. Therefore, friends, remember these three aspects, the inner power. What are those three? That will be told at the end of this chapter, this particular Brahmana. So, then the Devata, the Asuras came to know that these Asuras, these Devas are doing this Udgatam, and therefore I think they will attack on us. And therefore, what these Asuras they did, they went near the Devatas and they were overpowered by the sin. See? Te viduhu. So these Asuras came to know. Anena vai naha udganat Ishantiti. By this Udgana that these Devatas are doing, we will be overpowered. Then what is to be done? Tam abhidrutya papmana vindhyan. So they went nearer to the gods, whose Asuras, and they were influenced by the sin. Papmana vindhya. They were overpowered by the sin. So papma. Yadevat Veda Pratirupam Vadati. Now what is the papa? The papa is when we are going contrary to the scriptural injunction in our life. See? Meaning, what we should not talk, we will start talking. Where we are not required to talk, there we will talk. We will keep on giving advice. And in this manner, our Vak Shakti becomes weak. Therefore, friends, most energy is spent by unwanted talking. Talk minimum. More you talk, more mistakes. Less you talk, less mistake. Don't you talk, keep quiet, no mistake. There is no need to talk. So, then we keep on comparing, giving evaluation, suggesting. No need. See? Therefore, this is the papa. When the speech, the tongue is not under our control, we keep on blabbering. This is the papa. And when we do this slowly, the value of our speech, everything is gone. This is what the Asuras went nearer to this Vak, and thereafter this technique was played. Therefore, do not get involved in anybody's life. No wise man ever makes decision for others. See? The other day somebody came and asked some very serious problem of their life. So, spoke for about half an hour, 1 hour. Then I said, look here. We have discussed. I have not given you any decision. No, Swamiji, please tell, shall we do this thing? I said, I do not know. Vimrashya etar asheshena yatechasi tatha kuru. But those who are too much talkative, those who think they are wise, some people will come and ask you, but you can just think about loud thinking for them, but Vimrsha etar asheshena yatechasi tatha kuru. Never make decisions on anybody's life. Now, in this manner, the अनेन कारेण अप्रतिरूप वदनेन अनुगम्यमानः प्रजापतेः कार्यानुभूतासु प्रजासु वाचि वर्तते. Therefore, these two things, keeping quiet and talking too much, this is not anybody's mistake. This is the manufacturer's defect. So we have to correct it. See? And this can be corrected right from childhood. You will see the parents, they go on praising their child for their stupidity. And therefore the child is constantly talking. When elder people are talking, this child has no business to poke his nose. But the child, because the only child, so he is the god of the house. Whatever he or she does is right. And therefore, whenever it is required or not, we'll go on giving comment. And when the comments are given, then the parents don't stop their child for doing wrong. But then they appreciate. See, he knows everything, she knows everything, He's listening. This is a very bad lifestyle. Don't listen to anybody unless you are invited. Otherwise, that becomes our nature. When two people are talking, we keep on listening and then give. Who asked you? We have not asked you. Why you are giving comment? This is how the person becomes influenced by this asura shakti. Therefore, sa eva pratirupa vadanena anumitaha sa prajapatehe vachi gataha papma karananuvidhayi hi karyam iti. Therefore, this person who is talking unwanted, anunurupa bhasha, unwanted, and therefore he goes away from his spiritual path, his divine nature. Up to here. Now hereafter, the same story is repeated with all other sense organs. Now be attentive. These are the two things which are most important for us to know. One is the Shabda, second is the Rupa, Nama and the Rupa. See? If you close your eyes and plug your ears, let other sense organs be functional, you will remain in the world, but it will not disturb you. The world enters us through these two gateways basically. The eyes, the Rupa, the form, and the sounds, the words through the ears. And the whole world is created in the mind. See? Suppose these two gateways are properly closed or controlled, world cannot enter. Now how this is to be done? This simple mantra, dekho, eyes, see this world. Suno, hear everything. Mat bolo, don't talk, no comments. World is not created. See? World begins from words. See? In the beginning there was a word, and the word was God, and the God is the word. See? Om is called a spot. In Mandukya Upanishad it's very beautifully brought out. So, thereafter, now they are the following mantras. It is repeated for all the organs, sense organs. अतः प्राणम ऊचुः त्वम उद्गायेति तथेति तेभ्य प्राणः उद्गायद् यः प्राणे भोगः तम देवेभ्य आगायत यत् कल्याणं जिघ्रति तदात्मने ते विदुः तेन अनेन उद्गाति एष्यति इति तमभिधृत्य पाप्मना विन्ध्यन् स एष पाप्मा यदेवेदम् अप्रतिरूपं जिघ्रति स एव स पाप्मा. Then all the devatas, they invoke and told to the prana. Prana means the breathing. That he said, okay, I will do it. And then he did, the udgana for the devatas. And then whatever is told in our scriptures, according to that only, he is involving himself in the use of the smell organ. And whatever is not, it is rejected. Therefore, they became the self-control. When self-control is the udgana. When this happened, the asuras came to know, oh, they are going to win over by this thing. They will not become extrovert. They will not become, they will become introvert. Therefore, let us go near to them and make them sinful. And therefore, the asuras went nearer to the Grahana Devata and they overpowered, and then the sinful acts of smelling what should not be smelled began. Therefore, sa papma yadeva apratirupam jigrati. Therefore, what should not be smelled, he starts smelling, and this is the papa. That means, what is the papa? Not leading the injunctional life of scripture as don't and do is the sin, and thus this Grahana Shakti became overpowered by that. Now, thereafter, Devatas went to Athaha Chakshuho Uchu Tvam Naha Udgayeti. Then they went to the eyes and said that kindly do the Udgan for us. They said, okay, Tathastu. Then whatever is seen by the eyes, that was for the Devatas, and whatever is the positive aspect of the vision, that it kept for itself. See, this is to be clearly understood. Our functional faculties, eyes, sense organs, mind, etc., it has got two things. One is, it will be perceiving. And the second aspect is, it will be getting influenced by the perception and therefore starts reacting. Two things. Perception followed by projection. So here the teacher says that yes, all sense organs, mind, etc., it is meant for perceiving the world. Perceive and stop there. Dekho suno mat bolo. Stop there. And if this is done, then we don't have to close our sense organs, we don't have to stop our mind from thinking. See? But we will close the eyes and sit for meditation. What are we getting by closing the eyes that we don't get when the eyes are open? What do we get by sitting quiet that we don't get when we are working in this world? See, friends, we get lost in this wrong understanding of spiritual practice. Therefore, so whatever is to be seen, that is made available for the Yajaman, and whatever is the positive thing, the Shubha Darshanam, the Chakshu Devata kept it for itself. So, there are two aspects. One is, the right things are happening, only seeing is happening, we are with the God, with the Divine, with Paramatma. When seeing is followed by projection, then we are samsari. We are asuras. Asusu ramante, we have seen this definition. Those who are entangled in their own indulgence in this world, they are asuras. Therefore, whatever is seen properly and stop there, this is the function of the eyes. When the asuras came to know that here the eyes are no more becoming extrovert. Therefore, they went and influenced them. And this influence is what should not be seen becomes more entertaining for us. So whether we should see satsanga on the YouTube or the internet, whether we should study the scriptures, whether we should listen to kirtan bhajan, or we should see the politics, or we should see the dirty films. See, many people, very good quality people, but they have this funny kind of thing. Before they go to sleep, they will be 8, 9 o'clock, whole day they have worked hard, and 8, 9 o'clock they'll come to the bed, and then they start their TV or YouTube or tablet or the phone, and they will be seeing the crime movies up to 2 o'clock, 10 to 2, through 3 hours. And then they go to sleep. And then next day they wake up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Is this a human being life? Worse than, we can't call it even, this is the human being life. It is not like animals. They retire at night at the right time and they wake up in the morning at the right time. See, this is how Papma, sin is this. What is not required, don't see. It is not our concern who is doing what. We are interested only in the spiritual evolution. So, yaha sa papma yad eva veda apratirupam. What is told by the scriptures, don't see this, yet we keep on seeing. Sa pashyati sa eva papma. That is what is called as the sin. Then ataha shrotram uchuhu. Thereafter the devatas told the shrotra, the ears, that you kindly do udgan for us, and he said okay tateti, and thereafter he started, and as a result whatever is to be heard is heard, and it was for the gods, but the right kind of theme to be heard, the shrotru devata kept it for itself. Now see, this way make it clear. Hearing is done by the ears. But after hearing, we run after that what we have heard, or we run away from what we have heard, is the samsara. Because we have become extrovert. See? Like somebody praises us. So, we get attracted towards those who praise us. Oh, you are so beautiful. Just now Valentine's Day is over. And then you are told, see, and then we get influenced by that. See? This is how we become sinful. Hearing, there is no sin. Getting influenced by that is the sin. See? So when somebody praises us, oh, that person is very good. When somebody finds out our mistakes, oh, that person is very bad. Therefore, the great saint says, Nindaka dere rakhiye angana kuti chawai. We should be grateful to those people who find out our faults. Then only we can evolve. But normally what we like, those who praise us, that we like. Those who tell our shortcomings and faults, we do not like. See? So, this part, when we are influenced by what is heard, is the samsara. When we hear and we are not influenced by what is heard, we are walking the spiritual path. Therefore, the sin is getting influenced by what is heard, and not having sin is not getting influenced by that. Then, ataha mana uchuhu tvam naha udgayeti. Then the devatas went to the mind and told the mind, kindly do udgan for us. And tatheti, he said, okay. Tebhyo manah udgayat, yo manasi bhogaha tam devibhya agayata, kalyanam sankalpayati tadatmane. See? Then the mind said, okay. And the mind did the udgana, the prayers, and thereafter, again two things. Manasi bhogaha tvam devibhya agayat, yat kalyanam sankalpayati tadatmane. So whatever you do the sankalpa, I have to earn so much money per month. How much? 100 crores. But how can you do it? I have to do it. The sankalpa has come in the mind. Then employ the government machinery and start collecting the khandani, they call it. They start collecting the money under the threat of destruction, and thus every month your target is you should give me $100,000 per month. If you don't, you will be cut. You will be destroyed. See, sankalpa has come. What will you do with that money? See, friends, therefore mind has got a freedom to think. But the question is, how do we think? See, I am unfortunate is a thought. I am a man, woman is a thought. I am a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is a thought. I am good or bad is a thought. See? And these thoughts are propelling our life. But if we do the contrary thought, that Isha Vasamidam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat, whatever is in this world is nothing but Paramatma, then what will happen? Tena Tyaktena Bhunjita. Then there will be no kamana, desire to indulge in the world. See, Ma Grudaha Kasya Siddhanam, do not loot somebody else's property. Because everything belongs to God. This is also a thought. Then the thought continues further. Kurvanne viha karmane jiji visheshatagam sama. Then live 100% in the present. Don't worry about the future. Be sincere, dedicated. Enjoy every moment of your life. See? In this manner, the destructive aspect of the mind, becoming extrovert, is made available for the person who is invoking. So he becomes very successful in the outer world. But as regards the inner world is concerned, they are totally fractured. See, we come across so many people. They leave India, go to other country, USA. Worst country is USA. They go to USA. Why? Because there are no opportunities in India, they go there. They have got a lot of opportunity to indulge and to break marriages and to shout and to kill anybody. You can take the gun anywhere and just shoot anybody. Freedom. See? How important it is. And thereafter, back home, oh, my son is in USA and blah, 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 blah. See? And what is the condition there? There also the condition is the same. The children don't listen, this thing, that thing. Then all the time thinking, talking about India, living there. What kind of terrible life they are living? Because the mind was so much extrovert and constantly going away from where we are become the quest. Therefore our Mahamantra is what? Wherever you are, whenever you are, or whatever you are, be happy. That is all. Therefore, all these mantras will fulfill your desires. But the Vani is meant for the mind is meant for subjective inquiry. And therefore, if we become extrovert in thinking, that is the sin. Because we think about the world which is not real. Thinking about the unreal is the sin. See? Thereafter, so all the sense organs, everything, they are taken care of by the upasana. Now, we do the next and the last upasana. Vagadi devata upasena api mrityu adigamanaya asharanaha santaha deva kramena. See? Although the vag, the speech, etc., all these devatas, they were they were invoked properly, their faculties were invoked properly, yet they were influenced by the papa, the sin. Now, what is the sin? Being extrovert is the sin, in our simple words. So, eyes are running in the colors and forms. See? What a beggar does, he takes a ball in the hand and goes on begging. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. See? We do the same thing. We have got 5 begging balls. One is the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the skin. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These are the things we keep on begging. See? We want Shabda, we want to hear praise about ourselves, we want to hear the condemnation about others. That is our begging. If somebody tells something wrong about us, we don't like him. Begging. See? Sparsha, we like, oh, soft and warm. See? Then Sparsha, Rupa, oh, I like only this, not that. See? And it is natural. But the question is, it is natural, but the freedom is, are you getting influenced by that? That is the freedom. Like, it is hot, yes, but are you getting influenced by the hot heat? Or you are living in that and protecting yourself from the heat and continuing to live happily? That is our choice. See? These are the things we have to clearly, distinctly understand. Perceptions will happen, but are we becoming the perceiver and getting influence or not? That is our choice. So we have got these 5 bowls: Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa. Whatever food is available, eat and enjoy it. No, I want khichdi ke char yaar, dahi, papad, mirchi achar. See? Unless it is there, what is their life? It's not possible, man. Khichdi without papad, without achar, without dahi, no. This is how we become enslaved by the rasana, the tongue. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. We want a particular type of fragrance. Without that fragrance, we cannot move. See, the most famous fragrance is of 2 types. One is itra, which is seen in India, and second is the perfumes. Perfumes are meant for others. You put the perfume on your clothes, on your body here and there, but others are smelling it. You cannot smell it. See, very peculiar thing. So we become enslaved by these 5 objects, and we keep on becoming influenced and enslaved. Therefore, what is to be done? Now we have to rise above the sense organs and the mind. Rise above. Therefore, Vagadi Devata Upasina Api, although this speech, etc., all the devatas, they have done upasana, yet they were not able to transcend the kingdom of death. That is, they were not able to be free from the influence of the perception. Then what they did? Athaha imam आसन यम प्राणम ऊचुः त्वं न उद्गायेति तथेति तेभ्यः एष प्राणः उद्गायते विदुः अनेन वै न उद्गात्राते अश्यन्निति तम अभिद्रुत्य पाप्मना अविश्यन् सन् स यथाश्मां मृत्वा लोष्टो विध्वंसेति एवं ऐनं विध्वंसमाना विश्वं चः विनेशुः ततो देवा अभवन् परासुराः भवति आत्मना परास्य द्विषन् भ्रातृव्यो भवति य एवं वेद. य एवं वेद is very important. Don't forget that. Now what happened? Thereafter, this prana, now we have seen earlier prana, that is regarding the breathing. Now this prana is the life principle. See, and where does it stay? It stays in the mouth. See, so for this prana, it was told by the devatas that kindly do Udgan for us. He said, okay. And thereafter, he did the Udgan, the prayers, mantra for all the gods. And therefore, again the Asuras thought, oh God, now these people will overpower us by this Udgana. Let us go and again make them influenced by the wrong thinking, by getting influenced by the worldly objects. And therefore, they went there to the prana. But what happened? Like a lump of soil, where it is hitting the rock, it is reduced to the small pieces or powdered. In the same manner, all this wrong kind of thinking. What is wrong? Extrovertedness. Extrovertedness did not influence the prana. See, friends, be attentive. Prana is the life force. Whether it is sweet, the prana is responsible for making us taste sweet. If it is bitter, the prana is responsible to make us taste it is bitter. But prana has no choice given at all. See? So what is the prana? Prana is the chetana. See? So important. So if we analyze our personality, our life, what is our life? Our life is worldly objects, then the instrument through which we catch the worldly objects, sense organs, then by which we interact with the world is the organs of action, karmendriya, and there are experiences happening in the mind. To whom the experiences happening? To the me. And where all these things are possible, when there is life in the body. So this life is the prana. See? Therefore, prana is not against anything, good or bad. It has transcended the good and bad, because we have transcended the mind. When we transcend the mind, start living as life and no more living as anybody. See? Therefore, these asuras were unable to influence the prana, because the prana doesn't become extrovert nor it is introvert, because everything is happening when the life is. Therefore, be attentive. We have to proceed in this direction. Objects, we are at the periphery of our personality. Then, sense organs, we have started coming nearer. Then, the experiences of the sense organs, sense objects, likes and dislikes, we are in the mind. Now, if we are influenced by the likes and dislikes, we will be extrovert. If we are not influenced by the likes and dislikes, we have gone within. And then within is I is undisturbed. And when this I is found out, that this I is only a temporary expression of the ever-existing life. So, in the waking, the waker is possible, only there is life in the body. In the dreamer is possible, only there is life in the body. In the deep sleep is possible, only there is life in the body. So we get out of the periphery and come to the life principle. That is the prana. See, friends. Phalam upasamhritya atha adya akhyayika rupam eva ityaha. See. Now it is said, now, ya evam Veda, he who knows this. So we don't have to do anything. Let the world remain as it is. Yes, we see the world. Don't have to close your eyes and move in the world. No. Let everything be going as it is. But the question is, Are we following the Mahamantra? Dekho suno mat bolo. Follow that. You are walking from the periphery to the center of your personality. How important it is, my dear friends. So, ya evam Veda. You have to only know this, that's it. Whether you are the holder of the property, rich and poor, whether you are married or unmarried, whether you are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, whether you are rich or poor, this is all the periphery of our personality. Come back to the life principle. So life is lived without anybody being born. Therefore, when you are sitting for your meditation, chant in the morning, 10, 20, 10, Om, 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 cartoons. It doesn't help anywhere, anybody. It is not a mechanical thing. Remember, sadhana is not karma pradhan. It is jnana pradhan sadhana. Because we do everything, meditation also we do. Japa also we do. Don't do the japa. Understand the meaning of the japa. See? Mantra is mananat rajate. Mantra is that when you reflect on that, then it will help you. Simply mechanical chanting will help to some extent, but not the ultimate. Therefore, iti evam aha ya evam veda. He who thus knows this. So what will be the meaning of this story? That we have seen Sura, Asuras, they are not somewhere outside. They are within us. And they are the children of Prajapati, the life. Life is the Prajapati. So from Prajapati only everything has come out. Life only expresses as intellect, as the mind, as the sense organs, organs of action, the Pancha Pranas, the world, the experiences. These are all the expressions of the same Prana, Prajapati. And from that only the Sura and Asuras. See, Asusu ye ramante te asuraha. Asu means prana, extrovertedness. Te asura. And those who are introvert, they are living in their limits. See, friends. Therefore, this Upanishad is brought out in a most technical manner. And for that, if you simply take the translations and read, nothing will be understood. It has to be understood subjectively. Therefore, I told you, we don't look at the mirror, we look in the mirror ourselves. In the same manner, when we study the scriptures, we are studying about ourselves as to who am I? Am I the seer? Am I the enjoyer? Am I the sufferer? Am I somebody or am I the attributeless reality? See? So, ya evam veda, he who thus knows, yathokta pranam atmanam eva pratibhadyate. Then he comes back to his own essential state of being life. Life is common. See? It is not different. There is one story I read in Mountain Path, published by Ramanashram, many years before. And I was very enchanted by that story. See? In that, there was a king and he had a minister and a whole kingdom. And he happened to come to know that there is a Mahatma in the city. So Mahatma was called. Mahatma went. And then he said, Maharaj, kindly tell me, bless me. So the Mahatma said, Rajan, you will not like it, but I am telling you, because I can see that. What is that? In the next life, you will be born as a pig. But you will be able to understand the human language. and then your minister should go to you. You are in the pig body, and then he will remind you that you are a king, and then that pig body will be dropped, and you will be again born in this family again, and then you will be again the king. Okay? Then, as a prediction, the king dies. Now the minister started a royal search in search of a royal pig. So it took almost a year. And after 1 year, they could locate the pig with all the marks which were told, identification mark, Aadhaar card. And thereafter, the royal pig was brought to the palace, given a nice bath, clean perfume bath, and then when everybody was asked to get away, then this minister told in the ear of that pig that, sir, royal sir, you are a king because of whatever reason you are born here. Now, as your guru told, we will destroy, kill this body, then you will be liberated again and born as a child of the same royal family. You will again regain the status of the king. So should I do it? The pig said, no, 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 please don't do it. Why? I never knew what a joy it is in the pig's body. No responsibility. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha. No problem. I want to continue here. In short, the indulgence enjoyed by a human being and the indulgence enjoyed by animals is the same. No difference. Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesha. The greatness is that we are following the path of dharma. Because there is a kartrutva abhiman for you and me. Doer. Animals do not have. When they are hungry, they eat. They don't kill any animal because of hatred. Enmity, no. See? And therefore, we all have to understand that we have to live at the level of the life. Do not get influenced by the sense organs, the mind, the likes and dislikes, the ego, the I, as somebody. No. Dissolve all that. Thereafter, let the life be lived through us. See? It is for this purpose, it is said, Ya evam Veda. He who thus knows this, he will be living at the level of life. And when the life expresses, there is nobody. Like in deep sleep, we snore. So snoring in the deep sleep, is this sin or a merit? Because there is nobody there. I am snoring, okay? No. Snoring is happening. Eyes are open, seeing is happening. Seer is not born. Ears are open, hearing is happening. Hearer is not born. See? Slowly we will be able to migrate from the periphery of our personality to the center of our personality. It is for this purpose these stories are told. See, friends. So, ityaha ya evam veda yathokta pranam atmatvena pratipadyate. Therefore, this prana, this hiranyagarbha or the sutratma, whatever you call, is basically the principle of life. Come back to life. See? Now, after having said, now the important aspect is, what is the role of the prana in our life? Phalam upasamhritya adhuna akhyayika rupam evam ashritya aha. Now, after having told the importance of the prana, then we have to take, see, आख्यायिका रूपम इति आह कस्माच्च हेतोः वागादीन उक्त्वा मुख्य एव प्राणा आत्मत्वेन आश्रितव्य. So we have to recognize Atma is not the sense organs, mind, etc., but it is the prana, the life. Now, how it is possible? Now, for indicating this, that the prana is the essence, the rus of the life that is lived in this world. Te hochuhu kwanu so bhudyo naha itam evam asaktam asya se antari yo asya saha asya means the mouth. Angiraso anganam hirasaha. Now they started discussing about self, that all the gods, because of this prayer of the prana, they all became the gods. Be attentive. How they became the god? Now first, the Surya Devata was limited with reference to a particular body. So he went back to the total sun. That means Vyaktitva is discarded and that which is expressing as a Vyakti is reached. Now this is another very deep topic that we will take in our tomorrow's class. So here we are on page number 117. That will take tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.